Hello, hello. Welcome to North Node Alchemy. This is Samara, and we are doing a timeless reading from the dragons, messages from the dragons for Taurus North Node. Do note that I only read for the North Node placement. That is what we are doing today and every day. Well, not every day, but uh, what was I going to say? Okay, so yes, timeless. These are general messages. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else, anyone else in your North Nerd collective that needs to hear this message. Links for private readings are in the description box. Yeah, so what messages are we going to get today for Taurus North Node? Those with their North Node in Taurus. It starts with the Water Dragon. Helps you flow easily around obstacles. Christ light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities. Go with the flow. I hope it's not too dark. I don't really feel like turning on the light just yet. Black Dragon from Saturn brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision, congratulate yourself. You have passed a test. Golden Christed Dragon brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light, you are protected, expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. And then Magenta Dragon, last dragon, enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. Now, I have to point out that, this deck is, I think, 44 cards or so. And there's not that many cards that make mention of Christ or Christ light, Yeshua, energy. So, and you got two. So that may be of significance to you, Taurus North Node, in some way of your spiritual upbringing. So the question comes, are some of you grappling with how spirituality or your understanding of spirituality now, how it's evolving, and how your religious upbringing has been? Because I feel here that Saturn is very much about, it says discipline. This card says spiritual discipline, but it's very much about structure, discipline, routines, governing bodies, and yet you also have flow. So I feel the dragons are here to support you in a time where the structures you have built in your life you need to dismantle them because your growth is not happening around these structures that you have built. Even in the imagery in these two cards, if you can see here you have like a pillar that is broken in the water and the dragon is flowing around it. But in this third card, the dragon is sitting on top of a newly constructed or like a stable constructed pillar. So I feel that you're being asked to develop, it says develop your psychic abilities and go with the flow. You're being asked to go where your intuition and your spirit is guiding you, especially in terms of, like, some of you, your third eye is really opening up. Your inner knowing, your inner hearing, your inner seeing. You're developing skills that now that you have them and you don't seem to, you may or may not be around anyone else who is having these experiences, that it requires you to build new structures and to allow things to flow in and out of your life. And you're being called to embrace yourself fully for full feelings of differentness if you may have them. Yes. I've created a collection of workbooks for each North Node sign. Connect with your soul's desires and take an introspective journey into your North Node astrology. This workbook contains self-reflection exercises, guided meditations, and a curated Spotify playlist to accompany on your journey of alignment. Discover your soul today and download your workbook at feministalchemist.com. And the dragons are asking you, who do you really want to be? Because I feel some of you are grappling with fitting in or no longer fitting in, and what it will mean if you no longer fit in. And they have compassion for you, the dragons, but they're like, you're not meant, where you think you're meant to fit in, you're not going to fit in there, because you are not yet who you are going to become. And who you are going to become definitely won't fit where you have tried to fit yourself. That is crumbling. You will, let me stop shuffling for a second. You will progress faster than people around you. They may not know why. You may not know why. It can be, they're like, I'm hearing like, just not even talk about why and talk about the past. The past is the past. You are where you are now, and you have a lot of assistance for moving forward because you are meant to be on a different plane, on a different level, in a different playing field, in a bigger arena, in a more, in a community that interacts on a different set of values, right? They gave me like the flash of being in an industry that can tend to be very superficial and competing with people and learning the ropes and learning how to survive in that environment. But now that your sensitivities are opening up and such, your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities, your tastes will also be changing, right? Sleep patterns could also be changing. Your tolerance level for certain people's personalities, for certain masks, for fakeness, for lying, not, it will be reduced, and you need to be somewhere where people interact with each other with integrity. And it's an integrity you can trust because they have the same higher spiritual understanding. Or they are at least seeking it, right? Okay, let's see what the tarot is saying for you now. Okay, you have the Hermit in reverse, the Fool in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles. I think I'm going to have to put the light on soon. I'm losing sun. And the Three of Swords. Okay, a little bit more. So, I feel part of the challenges that the dragons are making you aware of that you're facing at this time is that your ascension process, your awakening process, the opening of your psychic abilities it's not going to happen in isolation. I mean, it'll happen anywhere, but you're not being encouraged to, withdraw. There's something about this transformation, this expansion, this development going, and water was just dripping down this card. I don't even know where the water came from. to be honest. So weird. Um, hmm. Okay, back to what I was saying. This it's going to happen in the thick of real life, in the thick and the weeds of your everyday life things. This expansion is going to happen, um, and it will require your concentration in understanding that some things that are happening are the expansion of your spiritual gifts. So if you're hearing and feeling things that you weren't hearing and feeling before, this is not you losing control. This is you being shown what you're capable of, and then being kind of thrown into the deep end to wrangle with how to harness this. But this Fool card, I usually in the reverse would say, okay, you're not moving now at this time. But also, I feel like you're not meant to go at it alone. There will be someone, something, some resource that is going to assist you in doing this, in the development of your psychic abilities, in the embracing of your psychic abilities. There's going to be someone or someone who offers you something. So, because I'm not feeling as the relationship with a certain person, I think a person is going to. Okay, sorry about that. I just had a little. My phone died, so I had to go charge it and remember to plug it in this time. So I was talking about the Eight of Pentacles, not the Eight, the Ace of Pentacles, and someone coming in with a gift. This could be a human. This could be a guide, because I was while I was sitting and just waiting for my phone to charge up a bit, um, pointed out the star to me in this on this card, on the Fool card above its head. So it's like having all of your guides, all of your dragon, unicorn presences, angelic beings, ancestors, guardian angel, um, supporting and walking with you. But there's one particular gift that you're going to get. I do feel it's the gift of perspective. Could come in other ways as well. But this could be a catalyst to opening up your perspective. So don't be surprised if, when you really start to see the truth of things, of the true nature of people, the true nature of situations, that there could be some, sadness on your part that, things turned out the way they did, or that you didn't recognize something sooner. And you're being encouraged just to, there's, your intuition is opening up, your abilities are opening up at a time when it's necessary. It will be accelerated, but there was a reason why you didn't see before. And just trust that you'll be able to reconcile at some point, the not seeing before and seeing now. I'm hearing that you may feel silly or guilty or ashamed. Take it as it resonates. I'm reading the energy of the card, and also knowing what happens to most of us when we realize that we've been, seeing one situation one way, and then realizing that no, actually these people aren't my friends, or this person was never honest, or, and we start to really allow ourselves to see more because we are changing. And so now our perspective is changing. There's usually some type of regret or pain or sadness or feeling of oh, I was naive type of feeling. And that's normal. You will move through that because you will be more wise on the other side of things. If you're wondering how you can work with the North Node in your life, check out my free tip sheet for living in your North Node. It helps you move with conscious awareness and offers practical steps for integrating the North Node in your life. This 2-page download gives you a summary of your North Node sign and a chart of key actions that you can take. Download your free tip sheet today at feministalchemist.com. So at the card 28 is shadow self, which adds up to 10. So you do have something significant ending, a perspective ending. And at the bottom of the deck, you have card 23, move forward, which adds up to 5. I hear that some illusions will be broken, and this involves you also embracing things, aspects of yourself that maybe you minimized in order to get along, right? They're saying you put part of your light in your shadow self. Part of your light is in your shadow, like you've made it something shadowy, but it's not anything shadowy. But what's in the shadow could be maybe you were shamed or teased for something in the past, belittled, made fun of, and that has turned into part of your light being inside of your shadow, being like, so it's like a shadow egg, or a light egg. It's an egg. Like picture, I'm seeing like an egg with a very goldeny yolk, but the shell is black. That's something. That's what you're unearthing at this time. And what it feels like to me is that some of your psychic abilities are tied up with something that you lock away, that you have locked away. But what's the but? Let's see what else they have to say. Final messages for our Taurus North Node. Final messages for Taurus North Node. Final messages for Taurus North Node, please. Card flipped over in there, but it didn't come out, so quite a few flipped over cards. Anything else for Taurus North Node? I usually take 3. I only have 2 so far. Okay, I'll take that one. Take 4 because this one flipped in my hand. So let's start with 1, 2, 3. Starts with perseverance, the motivation to keep going despite the odds. Sun, the golden energy of the sun brings fame and fortune. That you're unearthing right now is going to bring you to places that you have not even yet really imagined for yourself, or you haven't allowed yourself to really imagine in full depth. This card, the Black Dragon from Saturn, mentions focus on your ultimate vision. And I feel this perseverance card is speaking to that, coming back to a place where you see your ultimate vision again and decide to really grasp onto it in a meaningful way. Successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises, and promotions is in your future, Taurus North Node, or is within your grasp. I should say that is within your grasp, because I feel that we all have agency and action to take. It's within your grasp, and time to shine creates the energetic resonance for golden opportunities. So yes, this is really, the dragons are really saying there is a part of you that needs to be unearthed, that they are helping and assisting you to unearth at this time, to bring out of the shadow, to integrate into this bigger expansive being that you're becoming. And you navigating this energy is only going to bring you positive. I shouldn't say that. There will maybe some negative along the road, like things that will not feel nice, but at the end, at the next rest station, there will be so much positive change that is aligned with a bigger, more expansive version of yourself. So I'll leave it there, Taurus North Node. I think it went a bit longer than I wanted to because of the phone conking out. Do remember that there are links in the description box to North Node workbooks and other YouTube videos and for personal readings. So I wish you all the best. Until then, take care, be well, and stay blessed. Bye for now.